You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley. I have a cat, too sweet, the travel kitty. I have a good girlfriend, Angel's really pretty. I have a pony and we share a big horse. We have a big yard. Yeah, we have to, of course. I have a pool. In the summer I stay cool. Think of a fountain, live in the mountain, live high on the hog. Need to be a spokes dog. I'm Smiley the dog. I am a mutt. I'm Smiley the dog. I'm super smiley.
Woof and Super Smiles. Welcome to a Super Smiley adventure on Pet Life Radio, the largest pet podcasting and Wi-Fi network in the world. I'm Megan Blake, here with my sidekick Smiley, my giant mutt and spokes dog for throwaways. On our show, we let animals lead us on adventures. Even though we caretake them, if we're open to it, they will always take us on some sort of adventure of fun, fitness, travel, or on an inner journey of self-discovery. Smiley and I are back in Malibu after a real Super Smiley adventure in Florida last weekend. We were in Jacksonville and Daytona. Smiley had 4 Super Smiley flash mobs for pet adoption across Florida in 2 days. Possum! One was at the Jacksonville Strut Your Mutt, which was part of the nationwide Best Friends Strut Your Mutt, whose goal was to raise $500,000 that weekend for rescues and shelters. Jacksonville Jaguar football players were there, and they did a shout out for Super Smiley. Then we hit the Springfield Animal Care Adoption Fair, which was so cool, and we threw down a possum flash mob. Then we went on to Daytona, listen to this one, for the Summer of Love 60s Festival that benefited Second Chance Rescue. And Smiley was wearing tie-dye, of course, he rocks, and Second Chance Rescue found 4 dogs forever homes that day. Then we stopped by the Daytona Humane Society event and shouted it out for pet adoption there. So Smiley took me on a major Super Smiley adventure this weekend. And today, our Super Possum guest seems to live adventure. Los Angeles actress Kristen Renton. Kristen is co-starring on the critically acclaimed FX series Sons of Anarchy with really cool actors that we love, Ron Perlman and Katie Seagal. You'll also remember Kristen from Days of Our Lives and CSI, and the best part, she uses her celebrity to speak for animals. The Boxer Rescue LA, Humane Society of the United States, SPCA LA, and more. Welcome, Kristen!
Hi, it's so good to be here.
Kristen, we are so excited you're here. We want to hear all about your event coming up, the Boxer Rescues, your dogs, and everything. I can't wait to hear about it, but first I want to take a really quick commercial break. Everybody wait to hear from Kristen. Smiley, can you wait? Good boy.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
I'm Smiley the dog. I'm Super Smiley. Must rock.
At Petco, we really love pets. There isn't anything we won't do to make sure they're getting the best products and the best care. So when you ask us a question like,
so how do you feel about cat condos?
We can say from experience,
Feels like home. For her.
Enter the code LUCKY10, LUCKY, the number 10, and get 10% off any order. No minimum at petco.com.
How would you like your business to reach out and invite in our audience? We have a brand new trademark concept called InfoSeeds. InfoSeeds are short 20-second seeds of information about your place of business, practice, or service. Is the best, most cost-effective way to invite us in. We only have a limited number of slots left. For more information, visit the website
PetLifeRadio.com.
Click on sponsorship information. There you can listen to a sample of InfoSeed. Remember, only a limited number of opportunities are available.
Hi guys, this is Skylar Samuel. Hi, this is Rochelle Pfaff from the Twilight franchise.
Hey, what's going on? It's Tyler James Williams from Everybody Needs Chris.
Hey guys, it's Caroline Sunshine from the new movie Marmaduke.
You are listening to the amazing, unstoppable Kristen Powers.
Pets Rock.
Pets Rock.
Pets Rock. Pets Rock.
Pets Rock on Pet Life Radio.
Hey everyone, this is Kristen Powers of Pets Rock at Pet Life Radio. We'll see you next time.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Pets Rock!
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
And we're back on a super smiley adventure with Kristen Renton, super cool actress and wonderful animal advocate. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
Kristen, first, let's hear a little bit about your acting. Let me tell everybody, you've been on the OC, CSI, MTV's award-winning series, The Sausage Factory. You've acted in the award-winning film Come Away Home, starring Leah Thompson. You played a Southern belle on Days of Our Lives. And now you're on the critically acclaimed FX series Sons of Anarchy, playing not a Southern belle, but a no-nonsense porn star. Isn't it fun as an actor to just be able to dive into all these extremely different characters?
Oh, it's amazing because each day you get to wake up and be somebody new and different and really just take an escape from your day-to-day life and the struggles that you face and kind of dive into somebody else's drama, right? It's a lot of fun.
It sounds like fun. So tell us, which is more fun to portray, the nice ones or the naughty ones?
You know, I get asked that quite a bit, and I have to be honest. It's a lot more fun to play the naughty ones because I am so nice in real life, so it's a nice escape to kind of see what that other reality would be, you know, and I could never get away with half the stuff, the characters that I portray do. Oh my God, I would die.
Probably most people couldn't get away with what you portray in most of your characters, right?
Exactly. But it's so much fun to play. And you know, unfortunately, there are mean people in the world, and I have met quite a few of them, so I have a lot to draw from.
There you go. But you know what? I'm an actor as well. And sometimes I found that it's fun in creating the villain to find things to really love and to relish, and in creating our sweet Southern belles to find their dark secrets. So there's actually kind of a balance in the interior. Do you find that?
Yes, I actually do. And I enjoy that as well because it's always more fun to portray a character, whether bad or good, that has a secret. Because that's just, you know, it's juicy and it's fun and you kind of get to play with it. It's so exciting.
That's very cool. And it is very, very exciting. Tell us about your series, Sons of Anarchy.
Well, on Sons of Anarchy, I play a character by the name of Ima, and she is a naughty porn star, and she's a no-nonsense, goes after what she wants, makes no apologies, and doesn't really care who gets hurt in the process. And she is what I like to call a diva. She is a no-nonsense girl, and she causes a wave of destruction wherever she goes.
Wow, that sounds very powerful, too. So you're playing a very powerful woman, right?
Yes. I mean, the whole series is full of very powerful characters and very unique individuals, and it's just such a wonderful series to be a part of. Kurt Sutter, the creator, is a genius. All of our writers are amazing, and it's just, I'm so lucky to be part of such an amazing envelope-pushing show, if you will. It's just so much fun every time I get to go to work. I pinch myself. It's so exciting.
Yeah, very, very cool. Right. Congratulations on that. And FX is a cool network as well. So I totally get the big picture. Very, very cool. And Kristen, the reason you're here on a Super Smiley adventure is because you love animals and you do all that you can to lend your voice and actions to them. Tell us what you've been working on.
Well, recently I've been doing a lot of work with the Boxer Rescue LA. That's actually the rescue where I adopted both of my boxers from. And we are doing a huge fundraiser this weekend, October 1st, Saturday night, called Woof and Wine. And it's our biggest fundraiser of the year, and it has wine tasting and a silent auction and just fun. I'm going to be there doing a Harley experience and signing autographs and taking pictures. And a girlfriend of mine by the name of Kaya Jones will be there as well. She used to be in the Pussycat Dolls, and now she's finding huge success as a solo artist. And all the proceeds go to Boxer Rescue LA, and it's just going to be a fun, exciting night. It's going to be outdoors. It'll be beautiful.
Very cool. And where is it? Tell us, because people are invited. We can all just come, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, tell us.
You can come down and say hi. It's at the DoubleTree Hotel in Culver City, and it's from 7 to 10. And there'll be a big Boxer Rescue sign out front, and so it'll be pretty easy to find. And it's just going to be a great night.
Wonderful. And Culver City is in Los Angeles near the airport. So anybody in Southern California, drive on up, drive on down. That sounds like so much fun. And it's called Woof and Wine. Is that what you said it's called? That sounds so cute.
Yes, because, I'm going to bring my boxer, Roxy, and there'll be a couple other boxers there that are going to be up for adoption. So, we've got the Wolf, and then we have the wine tasting, so there's going to be some wine. It'll be fun.
I love that. And Smiley's telling me it's time for another commercial break, and we want to hear all about your boxers, about your personal pets, when we get right back in a moment with Kristen Renton. Smiley, can you wait? Good boy.
Sit. Stay. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
I'm Smiley the dog. I'm Super Smiley. Let's rock!
Love your pets but wish their medications were a lot less expensive? They are at 1-800-PET-MEDS. You'll not only save on flea and heartworm medications, but on prescriptions for arthritis, incontinence, thyroid, and more. And you get fast service, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Plus, our licensed pharmacists ensure accuracy, monitor drug interaction, and more. See why over 5 million people have trusted their pet's health to 1-800-PET-MEDS, America's largest pet pharmacy. Call now or order online.
Go to 1-800-PetMeds.com/adventure, ADVENTURE, to get 10% off any order and free shipping on orders of $39 or more at PetMeds.com.
They are my friends, they are my children, they are the furry. They are my family, they understand me, that's how I love my pets.
I Love My Pets, the new single by Mark Winter, available in iTunes.
When you're looking to add a pet into your life, consider adopting a homeless animal from your local shelter or rescue group. Whether you want a kitten, puppy, or a more mature pet, a purebred or a one-of-a-kind mixed breed, even a rabbit or hamster, your shelter has the best selection of animals anywhere, all screened for good health and behavior. PetLifeRadio.com presents Take Me Home with your host, Susan Daffron. Join us each week as we showcase wonderful pets, tell stories, and even throw some pet education into the mix. So get ready to find out why the pet adoption option can be a great way to add a furry companion into your life. Take Me Home every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
And we're back on a Super Smiley adventure. I'm Megan Blake, here with Smiley, and our super possum guest is actress and animal advocate Kristen Renton. Hey again, Kristen.
Hello.
Hey, so you were just telling us about the Woof and Wine Boxer Rescue event this Saturday night, October the 1st. You said it's from 7 to 10. Is that right?
Yes, it's 7 to 10 at the DoubleTree Hotel in Culver City, right near LAX in Los Angeles. And it goes from 7 to 10, and it's going to be a wine tasting, auction, tons of fun stuff.
That is so cool. And I'm absolutely going to try to be down there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be down there too. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. These rescue events, they're amazing because they raise money for the animals. You get to learn more about, in this case, the particular breed, boxers, and you're doing something good. So what more would you want to do on a Saturday night, right?
Exactly. Hello. I want Health Nuggets. That's what I want to do.
There you go. Now tell us about your pets. We want to hear who you've got in your family.
Well, let's see. I have my boxer bull mastiff is named Roxy, and she's the love of my life. She's actually sitting right by me right now with her big giant head on my lap, begging for me to scratch her belly. You know, of course, she has to be the center of attention. And then I have another boxer who is with my ex, and his name is Cooper, and he is just the cutest thing. He's got the biggest jowls, and he just looks at you with his face. You want to squish him. And and they're such sweethearts. And I do a lot of fostering as well, so probably every other week I have puppies coming in and out, or medical fosters that need a home for a little while. And last year I raised a group of pups from when they were 5 days old. Their mother had passed away. It was a breeder situation, and the breeder was like, well, what am I going to do with them? So she just dumped them on us, and I took them in and bottle fed them every hour and raised them. And now they both have beautiful forever homes and loving families. So it's a really rewarding thing to see, you know, all the rescues go to their forever homes and be able to help all of the dogs. And, you know, of course, my favorite is my nuggets, Roxy and Cooper. But, you know, they all have a special place in your heart. And you never forget the ones that you touch, you know?
Absolutely. And I know that they never forget you either, Kristen. And you mentioned fostering. First of all, what you do is just amazing, amazing. Thank you for doing this and for being such an amazing example as to what we humans can do, what we can do. Not only can we each adopt a pet or two, whatever we can hold, but you mentioned fostering. How can people get involved with fostering in their community? How does one start doing that if they think it might be something they want to try?
You know, there are a lot of great organizations that just need people to alleviate some of the crowding that they have in their rescues. With Boxer Rescue LA, we can only have a certain amount of boxers in our actual physical rescue. So we look for fosters that can take some of the seniors or the medical cases just to keep them out of the kennel and keep them healthy and, you know, and loved until they can find their forever home. There's Pet Finder. They do a lot of looking for fosters as well. I work with another organization here in Los Angeles called Tassie Fund, and the majority of their animals go from fosters until they can find their forever homes because they don't have a specific actual rescue facility. They do mainly all fostering. So, I mean,
right.
All you really got to do is look up whatever animal you want to foster, whatever kind of breed it is, whatever it may be, go online, look to see what kind of organizations are in your community. And I guarantee you there's plenty that need help and plenty that need fostering or loving homes. And it's such a rewarding experience. Anybody who could do it, it really is such a rewarding experience.
Exactly. And you brought up a really good point. You brought up specific breed fosters because you can foster kittens or dogs or all kinds of dogs from different rescue groups. But if you're really attracted to a certain type dog, like a boxer or a German shepherd, there are breed rescues and you can foster that particular breed if you want to. So you pretty much can tailor it to your lifestyle and what works for you. There's so many ways to help. That is so cool.
Absolutely.
Right. And as you know, Smiley leads me on adventures constantly. So does my horse Starfire and Toot Sweet the Travel Kitty. It's crazy living with all these animals. Kristen, share with us where your animals lead you.
Oh, man, they just all over. The adventures that we've gone on. I have a cat, Minnie, as well, and I know about your kitty that travels everywhere. She has been back and forth to Florida to see my family. I can't even tell you. She needs her own frequent flyer miles, right?
Yeah, we do.
and my sister has a rescue dog that he comes out to visit me, and we did a whole family trip up the coast all the way to Monterey, and he took us on adventures all over the beaches, and it's having a pet, having an animal in your life. I look at them as my children, and they just open your eyes to a whole new world and a whole new life of adventure. And I could not picture or imagine my life without my animals. I just couldn't do it. They just make it so much richer and so much more fun. And I just have so much loving, great times with them. I'm so blessed to have them,
Absolutely. They're a blessing to all of us. And you hit on this. I believe that animals are healers and teachers as well, if we're just open to it. Have your animals taught you any life lessons that you'd like to share with us?
Oh, yes. My animals have taught me patience, for sure. Unconditional love. That, it's the little things that matter. Being in Los Angeles, there are tons of things to get stressed over. The traffic, the people, the smog, there's just so much that you could really let get under your skin. But every time I come home, if I'm stressed and I see Roxy and I see Minnie, my cat, I just take a deep breath and it all kind of doesn't matter anymore, because there's somebody there that loves you unconditionally and they don't care about all the other crap. They don't care if you bombed in an audition or if your hair looks funky or if you gained 5 pounds. They love you regardless. And that, I think, is a beautiful lesson that we can all take a moment and think about, that it's not all the peripheral stuff that matters. It's the importance is what's here right now. And that's their unconditional love.
Right. They're a very grounding factor, as you mentioned. They bring us back to reality. I like to say that animals remind us to connect on a deep level because when we look at them in the eyes, like you said, we are connecting on a deep level if we just see them. So they just bring us back to what's real. That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I read that you grew up in Florida and that you worked with the Save the Manatee group. I grew up there as well, and Smiley and I were just there, but many people who never lived in Florida never even heard of a manatee. Tell everybody about this beautiful creature.
I love them. I have been a participant of Save the Manatee Club since I was in 2nd grade, so I was like 8, 9, something like that. And they are these beautiful, they call them sea cows. So that kind of gives you an idea. They're very large. They don't move very quickly. They're not the most attractive, but I think that they have faces that are just so endearing and beautiful. And they're very slow-moving sea creatures that the sailors long times ago thought that they were mermaids. because they have this beautiful tail that can come out of the water, and they're just large, really slow-moving great creatures that are just so sweet and gentle, and they have no natural enemies but humans. And unfortunately, they, on a daily basis, get killed by our propellers, our boat motors. So, I work really hard with Save the Manatee to kind of raise awareness and just, slow down and look out. And, all of these deaths and these tragedies can be prevented if we just take a moment to kind of inform ourselves and acknowledge what's around us and what's going on beneath the water and to, just pay attention.
Right. That's a really good point. Yeah, they're vegetarian animals. They're very peaceful. They're not predators for anyone. And they just kind of float in the water, and they're just beautiful. And like you said, people using like motorized sporting vehicles or things out there with motors just for fun, if they just look for these beautiful manatees, because they are very slow moving. And remember that we're sharing the environment with these beautiful creatures that can teach us so much and can open us up to so much beauty if we just open our eyes and share the world with them, right?
Exactly. They're such sweet creatures. I've been swimming with them before, and they're just so gentle. And again, it's one of those things when you look at them and they look you in your eye, there is a connection there, and they understand what you are, and that you're not there to harm them, and there's just this understanding. And for us to be their only natural enemy, if you will, it's quite disheartening. And they're on the verge of extinction. There's, I think, under 1,000 left now in the wild.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's just tragic. It's absolutely tragic. It's unnecessary. So, if there's anything that I can do besides, just spread the word and knowledge, I will do it.
Yeah, well, that's what it's about, is spreading the word, sharing the knowledge, and then letting everybody take responsibility for their area, their family, their pack, and trying to reach out like you do. Kristen, don't you also help drive dogs back and forth to different locations, different shelters, pick them up? Do you do that? You do that as well, don't you?
I do, actually. I'm actually this afternoon, I'm going to go down to San Diego and pick up a dog and bring him all the way back up here. I've gone all the way to San Francisco to get a really loving brother-sister couple that had found their way into the San Francisco shelter and were going to be euthanized if we didn't come pick them up. And they were 7 and 9, I believe, so they were so old, and they didn't deserve to be put down for no reason. I think the family had to leave and just left them, which is just unexcusable. Would you leave your children? I don't think so. There's always an animal somewhere that I'm going to rescue or I'm going to pick up. And, thank God I have a big car because I'm doing it all the time.
That is so cool that you do that, Kristen. And that's another way people can volunteer. If you can't have an animal yourself for some reason, or you can't foster one, you can still contact the rescue groups and ask if you can drive them and transport them, because that is a huge, huge thing that they need, right?
Absolutely. And sometimes we just need transportation from a shelter to a hospital, or from a rescue facility to a vet. There's little things like that we need all the time. And, even if that's something that you can't do, just donating a blanket for a dog for their run, or some cat food for one of the kittens, or some toys, all of those things add up, and all of those things help to make it a better experience for the animal.
Right. So well said. And there's so many ways that we can bond with these animals. We can live with them. We can help them along the way. Is there anything else you'd like to share with everybody, Kristen?
Well, I just think, life would not be the same without the animals that we have in it. So, if we can all just take a moment, maybe just once a week, once a day, whatever you have, and give back to them, because they give so much to us. Believe me, it'll be worthwhile.
Absolutely. It is worthwhile. I agree 100%. And Kristen, is there a website for the Woof and Wine event, or you just want to share the information one more time? How can people find out? Let's make sure everybody knows to be there.
Absolutely. You can go to boxer-rescue-la.com, and there'll be a link on there for the Woof and Wine. It has all the information. It has ticket prices, what's going to be available there, the people that are going to be there, the address at the hotel, all the good stuff. Again, it's from 7 to 10, October 1st, this Saturday at the Doubletree Hotel in Culver City. And there's also more information about the Boxer Rescue on their website. And you can also find me on Facebook at Kristen Renton, and I have information about Woof and Wine up there as well. So.
Very cool. And Kristen, do you have a website, or do people find you on Facebook? Is that how we all keep up with what you're doing, with your adventures?
Yes, I have a Facebook under Kristen Renton, and then I also have a Twitter under KLR14, and I'm always updating my Twitter with different petitions to sign for animal rights and animal rescue and different information that way, and also updates about boxer rescue, and even just fun pictures of me and Roxy in our travels.
Yeah, very, very cool. Smiley and I will be joining you on Facebook and Twitter as soon as we finish our interview. We're going to see you on there, okay? And we're going to see you at the event too. I'm really, really looking forward to it. And before we go, Smiley and I also want to give our big shout out to Toyota's Pet Safety Initiative. Let's keep our dogs safe. Buckle up, harness up, and enjoy your adventure. And thank you, Kristen Renton, for joining us on a Super Smiley adventure.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been wonderful. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you are so welcome. Best of luck to you on your series, Sons of Anarchy, and on your adventures for the animals. Until next time, everybody, woof and super smiles.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.